Welcome back to the Country Marro YouTube channel, where we're going to still continue to be talking dirt in this video. Dirt matters and soil amendment matters. So let's get into it. Not going to waste your time. We're here over where we have the container patch that I'm starting up. Have a few neem falling into them. But we're here. We have some bags already set down with soil in it, topsoil, just simple topsoil. A few of them I've went ahead and put rabbit manure in them. Remember, I told you guys from the last one, you can put whatever organic matter or manure that you have that can work for you. At this stage, if you're going about it the way that I'm going about it, you can even put down chicken manure inside these, or cow manure, horse manure. Those are considered, or not considered, those are hot manures. But if you're going to be waiting another 2 to 3 months, like I am, you can go ahead and put those down. Today, I'll be putting in peat moss on top of these for it to work its way down into the soil also. So I'm going in with a bit of organic matter, peat moss, perlite. I'm just going to be throwing them down, and whenever I get the chance, I'll be putting in rabbit manure, and everything will work its way down and incorporate itself into the topsoil that I have in these containers, because I'm not going to plant in them tomorrow or next week. It's a few months from now. I'm just doing proper soil preparation to show you guys. I'm emptying rabbit urine, so I'm just going in, preparing my soil. I'm just going in. And remember, nitrogen is in urine, but one of our main source of nitrogen here in Central Florida throughout the summer month is lightning. I'm not sure if we're the lightning capital of the world, but we get a good amount of lightning strike during our rainy season. So lightning is packed with nitrogen. So that is why during the summer months, when you look at lawns, wherever you see grass fields and other areas, large patches of grass, it will look super green, like Kentucky bluegrass then. It will look that green, so it's from the lightning. We have peat moss here and perlite here, peat and pearl. We're going to just place them on top of our topsoil. I'm going in with 2 of this scoop. I'm not sure of the amount, but whenever you are going in, you just work it to the amount of peat soil that you have, or containers that you have to treat. So I'm just going in with this. And peat moss normally lasts about 16 months to 24 months in the soil. It can go longer than that, but it lasts about 16 to 24 months in the soil. So you will get the benefit of it. So putting it in 3 months before I plant, nothing is wrong with it, because it wouldn't make sense I put it in immediately when I'm planting. So I'm just going to go in with peat moss in all of these, and then I come back and go over them with the perlite. Now that I've gone in with peat moss in all my containers, I'm going in now with some perlite. If you're in a dry climate or you're having drought-like conditions, You can go ahead and wet this immediately after putting it in, because you don't want the wind to blow away most of your peat moss or your perlite. So you just want to trap it in the soil, so you can go ahead and water it in. Nothing is wrong with that. So perlite, not as much as the peat moss. We're just going in, and a few months after, maybe by August, September, when you look at this, everything will be so incorporated into these containers. You would have thought that I did a full mix when I just prepared before time and let nature does its thing. And one of the beauty of gardening, or a practice which you have to develop, a skill, is patience. When you're gardening, you must be patient. You can't race it. On a farm, you had a horse. That horse was the farmer's favorite horse. Got sick, but in the barn, there was a cat and there was a mouse. A turtle was also there, and when the horse got sick, the cat said that it was nursing it young. The mouse said that he couldn't have run to the farmhouse because they didn't want him there, because you know rats are not allowed, mouse are not allowed on the farm or homestead. So they said they wanted the turtle to go and call the farmer. The turtle said okay. The turtle was standing at the barn door, so the turtle turned around and said he'll go and get the farmer. After about 2 hours, they didn't see the farmer coming. So the horse asked the cat just to look and see what's happening up by the house. You don't have to go far, you don't have to leave your young ones. Just go and look for me, please, because I need them to come down here and help me. When they look, the turtle was about 20 yards away from the barn door, walking along. The cat said to the horse, from the time we told the turtle to go and call the farmer, the turtle is just right there. So they were complaining. The turtle heard them and turned back and said, look, I'm doing my best, and if you're going to complain, I'm not going anywhere. I'm moving as fast as I can. So the lesson is, take your time, do your best. You don't have to rush it. When you're watching things on the internet and you see people showing you all these shiny stuff, big, lush, beautiful garden, we have bad days also in the garden. So just take your time, prepare, go at your pace, don't rush the process. This is what the final product looks like. I'm going to take you guys in a bit closer, but I'm happy I started this journey a few months ago, the YouTube journey. I've been gardening, well, I've been farming. I hate to say I've been gardening because I didn't grow up as a gardener, I grew up as a farmer. I've been farming for a while, and most time when people come into my backyard and see things and I tell them that I don't use certain things, like I don't use bone meal, I don't use blood meal, I don't use none of those things. Not saying I'm against them, but they adds up and they're way too expensive when you put numbers together. So I go simple and I grow beautiful plants. If you're going to go this simple way, you have to have patience, time on hand, as in, I'm not saying that you're supposed to be in your garden 8 or 9 hours a day, but you have to prepare ahead of time so that when the time comes, you can flow. You can be very liquid then. But for most part, preparation is key in gardening or in farming. That is the key thing to gardening and farming. Quick one to Gladys, gardener girl. You sent me some rain last night. Receive. And thanks so much for that rain. Yes, Gladys, we got some shower over here on my side of town. You guys know I like to end my videos with something not per se off topic, but in another setting. And we're in my melon patch right now. I have a few melons on plant right now. Should be ready in another, say, 6 to 8 weeks. And they're looking beautiful. So the melon patch is coming up. You guys were here with me when we planted these seeds in ground, started them, and you have watched, and I keep you updated on them. So here's where we are, starting to fruit, and hopefully we'll get melon in a matter of weeks. The pollinators, yes, they're working. We tend to think that bees are the only pollinators. However, flies do pollinate also because they can pitch from one flower and move to another, causing pollination. So bees are not the only pollinators. There are a whole lot of different pollinators within the garden, bugs, whole lot of them. But we tend to think that bees are the only pollinators. For your tomatoes, you don't have to worry about pollination most times with tomatoes, because tomatoes are what you would call self or wind pollinated. The male and female is in the same flower. So once you shake it or it moves around, it pollinates itself. So for the tomatoes, that's basically it. So that's it for me today. Country Marro, you all have a blessed day. God bless you all. See you in the next one. Cheers.